What is up, everybody? Tanner back with another video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you for the support on the last video because it got a lot of views, got a lot of support, a lot of thumbs up, so I really do appreciate that. But today I just want to go over quickly what my everyday carry is. Now, some of these things I kind of add to the kit or take out depending on what I'm doing. Anyways, most of this stuff is what I carry with me on a day-to-day basis, but as I'm sure all you guys know, there is definitely things that change from time to time. So first of all, let's go ahead and start in this bottom right corner. The quick and easy stuff, I carry a notepad just for taking notes or anything of that nature. I have a bunch of these. These are awesome to use. This one's empty, but I've got some that are filled up. And carry a simple Bic pen because I think they're the best and I like writing with them. So then always carry a Bic lighter. This has some cargo tape wrapped around it, and I like the light colored Bic lighters because if I take my phone and shine a flashlight on the other end, I can see how much fluid's in there, whereas a black lighter, you really can't see how much fluid's in there. You can always give it a shake, but it's also just a little bit easier, in my opinion, to shine a light through there. It's just one of my little tricks. That's also why I put the tape on the upper end of the lighter rather than in the lower end, so I tell when my lighter's getting low. So that's another simple thing. I obviously have my car keys, and then on my car keys, I have this little fake dummy key, which is just a little knife. Sorry, buddy. You wanting to say hello? My cat's wanting to say hi, so we'll give him a second. All right, but anyways, I actually use this little knife for probably more than anything else in this kit, just because it's, if I need a blade to open a package or something, honestly, that's what comes in handy the most. It does have a carabiner in it, which I could use for miscellaneous purposes, but I don't use that much. It's just more so to carry or hook onto my belt loop. Now moving on, I do carry a rat tourniquet. Now, I want to mention, I don't necessarily know if the rat tourniquets are better than the cat tourniquets. I know that's a very widely argued phenomenon. I do carry a cat tourniquet in my car. This one just stays on me. I don't necessarily have a preference because, quite honestly, I've never used one yet, and it's, hold on, let me get you out of here. But I don't have a huge preference because I haven't used them, and I've heard that the other tourniquets are a little bit more reliable, but these are just small and easy in my opinion, so all right, come on now, boy. Now, moving on from the tourniquet, which I think is a very important part of the kit, you guys might not be able to tell, but this hat is actually a full Encompass survival kit. I've got a fishing kit inside of it right now. So if you flip this hat upside down, you can see there's actually 1, 2, and 3 pockets in it. There's quite a few pockets, and within these pockets are some random things. For example, in here I have a little plastic worm and a jig for fishing and all that. So there's a bunch of fishing stuff in here. I have made a video on this. I'm not going to go into everything. There's a Fresnel lens, which is a little magnifying glass if I didn't want to start fires or so. It just ends up making it a survival kit too, which is kind of cool. And I always appreciate having multiple items. You could also carry that in your wallet, which I also forgot to put out here. I do have a wallet with credit cards, a little bit of cash, insurance, things like that I might need. But moving on to this knife right here. This is a Swiss Army knife. Now this, in my opinion, is the best of all worlds because it has pretty much all of the benefits of a Swiss Army knife, which it's got the tweezers, the toothpick, which is really nice. It has the obvious blade, but this one in particular also has 2 things that I think are really important, which is 1, scissors. Believe it or not, if I forget to cut my nails for a while and I'm going to work at the firehouse or where I'm going to be gone for 2 days, I get kind of bummed out, and you can cut your nails with these scissors relatively easily. So I know that's just one out of the trillion uses for them, but this one in particular also has pliers, which I think is a huge benefit of the Leathermans. So this is best of both worlds because I can pick up pots and use that for pretty much anything and everything. It does have a little screwdriver on it. It has a little wine bottle opener, and then I have the little adapter for the little mini flathead screwdriver inside of that, which is just goes in there and then it twists in and it doesn't take any extra space. I do carry some Ranger beads on here just because a lot of times when I'm using this, I'm out hiking or doing something where I might want something like that. So now moving on to the gun, I am going to get made fun of for this, and that's kind of the purpose of me showing that in this video because that is a Hi-Point C9. If you know anything about those guns, they are $120. They're super cheap. They're not reliable, supposedly. I haven't really shot this much, and I'm actually trying to save up for a better gun to carry with me, and that's kind of where I'm coming in to ask you guys. That is just for example of what I want to be carrying, but I want to upgrade that and make it a little bit nicer and hopefully carry some other guns. So you guys are going to have to let me know your recommendations on what guns you guys prefer to carry because I want to have something that's very reliable, that's 9mm, has a decent amount of rounds in the magazine, and I don't really know the best option. I'm leaning towards a Glock 19, but I'm sure you guys watching these videos will probably have more experience and more of an opinion on that. And I will say one thing about it, it's super heavy and it is $120, so it can't be the best gun in the world, but I will say I've done a lot of research on it, and it seems to be more reliable from what I've read online than people make it out to be. So not saying I would trust my life with it, which is why it's in this video, to show you guys what I have and what I'm trying to get. But it's also better than nothing in my opinion, and if I am hiking, it's always nice to have something. So again, it's super cheap, and I have one of those. I have an issue with buying cheap things. Sometimes I buy the cheap things and then end up having to buy the nicer things in the long run. So I learned that lesson to just buy nice the first time so you don't have to buy something again. But again, tell me what you guys are carrying, because I really am curious and I would love to know. Now, moving on to the last two items, and probably some of the most important pieces of this kit are just some paracord, some 550 paracord. These are just in about 7 to 10 foot sections. They have a loop on one end and then just a knot on the other end. And these are just, there's obviously pretty much an unlimited use for them. They're, heck, I can use it as a toy for the cats. He loves playing with strings, so you've got plenty of uses for them. And look at that, see? Told you. Very important. But my point is, you carry those, you can do a lot with it, you can tie something down. There's plenty of uses for rope, obviously. If I did want to fish, if I was in a survival situation or whatever, I could use that for some fishing line if I use the inner strands. But again, that's just one random thing that takes no weight in your pockets, and it is a really beneficial thing to have. Now, moving forward, I want to tell you guys what pants I wear on a day-to-day basis. Don't wear this all the time if I'm going to work or whatnot, but these pants are phenomenal, and this is what I keep all this stuff in. So pretty much everything goes in cargo pockets besides my wallet and my keys and this notepad and pen. Those go in just my side pockets, but I'll go ahead and get those pants for you guys to show you all. Alrighty, so these are the Helicon Techs. These ones are a little dirty. These are my older ones. They're pretty beat up, but these are the Helicon Techs, I don't know which one, Urban Tactical Pants. So they're the Urban Tactical Pants. It's like a ripstop nylon, and they're super lightweight, so they're easy to wear in the summertime, but also they're thick enough to where if you wanted to layer, you could wear them in the wintertime as well. But the reason I really like them comes from the back end, because there's this little flexible portion of the pants in the back that makes it really, doesn't sag on your body when you have them belted in. And it also has a section in the crotch where it's the triangular cutout, and I'm not gonna lie, ever since I started wearing these and found out about the little triangular cutout, those have changed my perspective on pants in general, because now I can't wear pants without them. It just gives you a little bit more space in your lower end area, if you know what I mean. But anyways, that is everything I'm carrying, and please do let me know what I'm missing. If you guys have an opinion, I am definitely willing to listen to it. Don't make fun of me too much about the Hi-Point C9. It's what I have. I definitely know it's not the most ideal carry gun, and it's super heavy, and most of the time it's just in my vehicle, not on me, to be completely honest. But I would like to change that. I just need to get a gun that's a little bit more equipped for carrying. So anyways, this is my everyday carry. I hope you guys appreciated this video. If you guys don't mind, please subscribe and comment. It really does help me out a lot. And I just got a new car. I got a Toyota 4Runner, which you can see the keys right here, or it's new to me. It's not a new car, but I'm currently tearing out all the seats in it. I'm going to be working on building a camping setup in it. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I think it'll be really awesome when it's done. As of right now, it's been just kind of ticking me off, because everything is just harder than it seems when you think about it. Anyways, I should be getting that done within the next month or two. And once I have that done, I should be able to get out camping and show you guys what I do on a weekly basis. So anyways, thank you guys very much. I appreciate your support as always. Tanner, I'll see you guys in the next video, so peace out.